Sullivan had some guys sing the Lord's Prayer, and it was a different version of singing the different song, the Lord's Prayer. I never heard of it. 66.
Wow.
65, excuse me. A really good classical guitar player I've never heard of. The other day they had two different guys play classical guitar. They were from Brazil in real standard Indian garb, and they played this incredible classical piece I'd never heard of. There's something called Via Los Dioses or something. Never heard of it. There's also someone really famous. I don't remember who it was right offhand, but it was a famous actor that came on and played guitar. It was fucking good. I'm going like, well, why did I never even heard of this? Of course, I've heard of it now, but I mean,
I was driving in third that whole time? What the fuck?
Ed Evans on singing They Called the Wind Wire.
Well, maybe if we go this way on 220s, we can come back around the backside of Walmart. Haven't been right about anything so far. Might as well try this. I remember when they built the Walmart here on the 196th, and I remember driving to it and not having any problems at all. It was right there, you know? Now, maybe it is right where the Lowe's is, and it's just behind the Lowe's. That would surprise me.
It's right there.
Okay, no, I don't want to get back on the highway. I'm sure that's what that does. Yes, okay. Pretty good milk. No, not bitter. Okay, so since this is a stop sign, it almost makes you wonder if that goes somewhere.
Yeah, it does, but dead end, like it says right there.
Yeah, it does say dead end right there.
If you lived here in Lonely Terrace and we drove around here a whole bunch.
Well, maybe this is the right road to get down in there.
One of them winds around and around. That might be the one.
I've driven through here a lot too, but I mean, it's been
Years.
15 years, 20 years at least. That's when I was doing plumbing back in then.
More than 20 years. 22 years ago is when we started the paper.
Yeah.
You're talking about a quarter of a century ago.
Yeah, and this was not here a quarter of a century. B&B,
You could use their turn signal instead of not using it and confusing everybody.
collaborative people, progressive builders. Collaborative people, progressive builders. I like that. For whatever. Now, see, I remember doing this road before. I went to garage sales back in here, I think. Or maybe I was just trying to find another back road.
It's Korean church. Check out that hill.
212th. So I remember coming down 212th this way before.
Yep. Check it out, 1946.
Pretty sweet. Pretty. Kind of funny they could bring back Curb Your Enthusiasm after 6 years.
And
it's just as good.
yeah, it hasn't lost any of its annoyance.
And South Park, same thing. I mean,
Last night South Park was pretty good.
yeah, it was. Butters, you're looking at boobies again.
Making fun of Prince's thing. Zuckerberg. Making fun of Zuckerberg.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh God. You can't block me. Fuck. He walked right through.
and someone else is doing the words for him. Showing kind of like that guy with the Japanese comic.
Yeah. Exactly what it was. It's like, what the fuck are they doing?
Well, it's kind of like, and it reminded me of when Hartman thought he had psychic power.
Yeah. Exactly.
How fucking stupid. He has powers. You have no power to block me.
Okay, now we're on 200th. Okay, we still want to go to the 196, so that must be it up there.
Yep. I had to go to a place around here one time to a doctor.
I was going to say Cedar Valley Road.
But I had to go.
I know I've been here for something.
Well, there's right there. There's a computer recycle place on the corner. I went there. But there was something I had to come here for, and it was fucking hard to find. I found it. It was hard to find. And I recall the reason why it was annoying is because I wasn't feeling well and was having to see a doctor for something I didn't want to see him for.
Yeah.
Might have been one of the doctors that fucking had to look up my asshole. Get tired of that shit.
Yep. I want to go right? Mm-hmm. For sake, damn it.
Scorpion with Canelli Keys. It's a Canelli Keys there.
Is it? Wow.
Came here to what's that? Bobby's? There's a really nice restaurant. It's this place right here. We had Coastal's Christmas dinner there one year. It's a really nice Italian restaurant.
Well, isn't this the one? Isn't this the parking lot that has the fucking galley in the middle of it? We went to drinking with.
Yeah, that's right there.
Ron.
Roy,
Or not with Roy. Roy. Pirate ship, or what was it called? It had a cool name.
Yeah, Roy, that's a real good country western.
Let's carry this party on over to my place. Okay, we'll follow you over there.
Yeah, he had a pool table. He wasn't lying.
No, you sure wasn't.
He was outside.
Outside, in the rain.
He wasn't lying about living in a mobile home.
No.
He wasn't lying about having like how many VCRs? How many did he have in there? 30?
I couldn't count them.
And none of them worked.
No.
That's the thing. It's like watching.
Can't you mix and match parts here, man, and put it
Those
together?
guys, hoarders. This one guy, he's a collector.
Yeah.
He's got this fucking house full of nothing that works. Although everything he's got could be collected
Cool
if
stuff.
it worked.
Yeah, it's cool stuff. But
If it wasn't covered with fucking shit.
Yeah.
Some of these people, man, I'm scared of being a hoarder. If anything got any worse for me. But I can't afford to have that much stuff. It would just be garbage. But the thing is that these people.
well, see, I recognize my problem with it because I don't want to throw shit away. I don't like it. I've lost too much in the past, way too much. I lost too much in my marriage. I lost too much with Michelle. Every time I've moved, I've lost too fucking much, and I don't want to lose anything again. I don't, and I'm afraid that if I throw something away, that tomorrow it could be something I needed. This all looks so fucking. I mean, like that shit there.
Well, there was a
What the fuck?
bunch of
Senior living
records right there. I bought a couple of tapes there one time. I don't know how many times I went to that restaurant.
and the furniture place right here on the corner.
The movie theater there. I
Yeah.
went to that movie theater a lot of times. Well, it was when I first moved here, it was $1.25 to go
I saw
see.
something. What was it I saw there?
I saw several movies that were second runs and ones that what was that?
I don't know. Oh, the Flash. It looked like it came from right there. I don't think it was a thunderstorm.
But I saw a lot of different cool movies there. And I like the fact that it was a little tiny movie theater.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what
But it was so cheap. For the longest time, it's never went up to $5.
yeah.
I was kind of bummed out when it went. Well, you know what happened is that cable TV, VCR, rentals, everything eventually put it out of business. But for the longest time, again, I feel like when we did move here was the end of the good old days.
Yep, exactly.
We got to see the good old days here.
Yep.
Part of it.
We got to see the beginning of it back in the 60s. And we got to see the end of it until about 1993. Get off right there. But I do want to turn here at the Lowe's.
There's some Lowe's in there. Yep. Walmart. Travel.
What the hell was that?
Cruise and travel. Something back up in there.
Yeah.
It's a big Lowe's store.
Doing a lot of business. Fuck. I guess Walmart's up there, right?
Maybe that's
Okay, see, it shouldn't be this hard to find a Walmart.
yeah, I think so.
So now we know it's not behind the Lowe's. So we'll go down that other road instead. See what happens there. Parkway. What the hell? What the hell? How did I?
It's on the other side of 196th Street there.
I don't want to get, what the fuck? Okay, let's come all that way.
That's the freeway entrance.
Land Rover dealership. Okay, there's a freeway entrance?
Yes.
Well, what the fuck? What's that?
It looks like
That's a freeway entrance also.
So the only choice you can do is make a left.
Well, I can't now. I'm too fucking goddamn it. What the fuck? Oh well.
Not getting turned around.
I have no idea what am I getting on I-5 or 405 here?
That's a good question too. It's all I think it's I-5.
In what direction?
North.
Yeah.
Knuckle-Teo's the next exit.
Huh?
Knuckle-Teo's the next exit.
Fuck me, goddammit.
Pretty fun.
Bellevue. Okay, this is 405. Okay. So yeah.
164th there is a Walmart. At 164th there is a Walmart.
164th and what, the highway?
We're going to Bellevue now.
Well, I know where I'm going. I'm on 405. I'm going to go back up there and get Bothell-Everett. It's like I was telling whatchamacallit, when I used to work with Bob Evans. He would drive to work down in South Seattle, and then I would drive home. That way he could take a nap, and he wanted me to take the long way. And because it was just as quick as taking I-5, because you take I-5, you got to deal with traffic. You take the long way, it's a little bit longer, but it's a lot less time. And so I ended up taking the Bothell-Everett Highway a lot. And 405, depending on where we were going. But it's changed so much. I mean, it's like you get the blowback like that.
Massive backup the other day on I-5. Fuel truck fell over.
Oh, they want to dump the 100 gallons yesterday? Yeah.
Huge backup.
Yeah, I saw that. It was winding. The lights wound up clear back up in down Kent and Villa and all that shit.
The day Austin got here, it had the same kind of wreck down there in Tacoma. 4-hour-long traffic jam. People sitting for 2 hours.
Yep. And it wasn't the best weather to be doing it. Hot as shit.
I remember the day that they did the initiation thing for going. I had to drive clear down there to Kent. And it took 4 hours to get home.
I mean, I remember when
And they let us go early.
there was a farm over in here that Mom and Dad were thinking about buying. And now there's tons of apartments there on that land.
We got off at 3:30 and a half hour early because they figured because it was a Friday, they let us go early. It still took 4 hours. I sat right there, right next to the convention center for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. And then, of course, by the time we finally got to wherever we were going, I was going, whatever bit of the traffic had been cleared up, so you're sitting for half a fucking workday on the highway. There's nothing to show for it. Not even some glass. Not some emergency view.
Exactly.
Nothing. Garden Court retirement. You know, it does surprise me how many old folks' homes, retirement places, have people that are crazy doing horrible things in them to the people. But at the same time, it doesn't.
No, exactly.
The reason why is because, unfortunately, a lot of the people that are in those retirement homes are there because nobody fucking wants them.
Yep.
And why is it? Because they were fucking assholes their whole lives.
Could have been. Could have been.
A lot of times families do put their families away because they don't want to deal with them anymore.
Well, when I went up 164th the other day, I didn't see a Walmart there either. I always thought it was 196th.
128th.
No, I know there's not one there. This whole fucking Thrashers Corner thing here.
You know, I remember coming up here to this area and looking at putting a job application right there.
Back in there, somewhere back in there, way back in there, is the Seattle Times.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting that I remember particularly because after playing piano and then working for the glass company, I wanted to find, you know, another interesting kind of company to work for. I didn't want to work for some fucking industrial thing or something that I couldn't stand. When you have a cool job, you get spoiled.
Yep.
You get spoiled really easy.
Juno.
Providence. It was like, recall the last time I was out here, it was a 2-lane road.
Mm-hmm.
Not a 6-lane road.
Exactly. It was very closed in. It was very farm oriented. Well, I know I'm not going to go to Panera Bread.
On the expensive side. Not bad, but a little on the expensive side.
Yeah, that's once a fucking 5-year thing there.
If I was working,
You know, I would imagine that their soups are really good.
if I was working, I'd go there regularly. But I'd also go to restaurants regularly, so I wouldn't have to fucking cook.
Yep.
So I don't have to have that mess. And there's things about being a single guy that I really liked, especially when I was working.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, you know, because you were with Michelle all those years in your 30s and
Yep.
stuff, and having roommates like Rob and Jack, and they're always having to have an excuse to, they have to go with their girlfriend, or wife. They always have to go do something.
There's Fred Meyer.
They have to be there, you know, they have to be someplace. And it's like, for me, it was like, the only place I ever have to be is work.
Yep.
And it really, again,
It's freeing.
pretty much spoiled me.
Yeah, it's freeing.
Well, there is a 190 on 196, but it's the one that's clear. No, it's not on 196. It is 168. It's 160. It's down this road, right down the road from where Philip used to live. Here we are, Thrashers Corner, right? Who we just passed. Just passed.
Sikh Center of Seattle.
Autumn Chase.
There's the Sikh Center of Seattle.
Oh, wow. I watched a program about the Sikhs the other day. They're one of the few religions that I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, they're not.
They believe in one God, but they're very fucking compassionate. And I do believe that they are kind of like, they're like the Jains, in that they're, because of their,
They do their
part of
best
India
not-
it's been overpopulated there since the beginning of time.
Yep.
These people had to learn how to live with each other. And actually, I don't think of the Hindu religion as being anything like Christianity.
No.
It's like a fucking cool religion also. First of all, sexuality is totally fucking like, hey, you're supposed to fucking have sex, and there's nothing wrong with dicks.
Yep.
And I like that. I like the fact that they've got a whole faith. It's based upon their society. And they have as many as millions of gods, and you can create your own god.
Yep.
They're gonna go, what? I mean, everything about religion is crazy, but the Eastern religions are a lot fucking hipper towards humanity than any of the others. And the Buddhists really aren't
That's why the
religion.
Christians say. And there's problems with the Buddhists. There's some very violent Buddhists up there right now.
Oh, right. What's going on in Myanmar?
Killing other fucking Buddhists. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? You all look the same. I don't.
Well, why are they still fighting? Okay, they've been, since the beginning of time, they've been fighting over fucking Mideast, Syria particularly. They've been fighting over that for as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
They're fighting over it again.
Yeah.
Why can't, they've been living there as long as there's been civilization. Why haven't they figured out who owns what? It's like the Palestinians are angry about the Jews. Well, you know, the Jews were there a long, long time, and you were all Palestinians. Now you're not. Okay? And you threw the Jews out because you didn't like them before. And mainly because you didn't like the fact that they had to have two different dishes to cook fish or chicken. You know, and actually, it comes down to the reason why people thought Jews are rich is because they had more flatware and stuff. Because you have to wash something, and you can't always wash because there's not enough water in the desert. So you have to have two different plates. And the people, well, you're rich if you got two plates. I just have a rule. Well, why do you have to have that rule? It's my business. No, it's our business. We can tell you what kind of food you can eat. It's our business. We're the bosses. Oh, fuck you. The whole world, entire history of people telling other people what they can do when it's not their business. Why do you have problems breathing? I don't have problems breathing. Why do you have problems breathing? You better learn how to breathe right. What the fuck is wrong? Birds. There's been an awful lot of alcohol.
I went there to Birds and met some guy for a job.
I liked it when it was more rural.
That was 25 years ago, easy.
The district.
And also there was a guy I met up there on Highway 9 in Clearview. I met somebody up there for a job once too. And I believe one was for plumbing and one was for driving.
That's quite the hill ride chair.
And that's where Seattle Hill Road was, but it's closed for now. I don't quite understand. Okay, here's 164th. So, over this way, huh?
I thought there was.
We'll find out. Maybe I didn't go far enough because I went up to, like I said, I went up to that 3rd Street or wherever it was. So I could be it because I went and cut up. I got 3rd Street and cut over to 196th. Because I went so far, it's like I know it's not this fucking far.
I think it's right off I-5. Maybe I'm crazy.
I thought it was on 196, not 164th, but I could have been, it wouldn't surprise me if I got it wrong. It's been that long.
Well, for the longest time, I didn't go to Walmart because, first of all, I could afford not to, and because I was protesting.
Yep. Well, I'd like to. I'd like to protest them. If I could find something that was... I mean, Winco's really close to same being cheap. What are we doing here, folks?
Oh, it's a bus.
Nice hill.
Looks like it could be evening.
Yeah. 4:30.
New apartment complex. No, that's housing.
Yeah, whole neighborhood. Like I said, you keep going on this and it's like, okay, this is not the right one. Because this doesn't even look like 164th at this point. Seeing as I was driving along here, and I saw the sign that said, this is 164, I said, fuck, I know I'm on the wrong one.
Oh, the other day they had Al Hurt there on that Sullivan.
Oh, wow.
He did that song. And when he improvised. It was kind of cool to see a guy playing jazz.
Yep.
And improvising on television. You know, nobody improvises. Nobody fucking plays shit anymore.
Yep. See, I got up to here.
It's over there. It's another mile that way, but it's like right off I-5.
This is where I turned. This is where I turned.
I got you. I understand. Well,
I
also,
get up here and
just
there's
driving
nothing,
around,
nothing up here.
you know, I'm one who will just drive around.
Oh, so me too.
So,
like I said,
it's gotten worse now with the traffic. It used to be that I'd just be going along and I'm like, fucking tired of traffic, I'll take another road.
I've got two things about 164th. One was riding with Rob. The first time when we were riding with Rob, and we here and got beer. And then there was the time with Dave, and his truck ran out of gas up here. This shit does not look at all like it used to. Nothing like it.
Well, that apartment building there wasn't there when we drove by here a while back.
Yeah.
It wasn't that long ago, like 6 months ago, maybe a year ago. I don't remember that. New landmarks can confuse a person. When that tree's gone, you don't know where you are anymore.
You used to have the Wilbur stand down there on the corner and make a left-hand turn there.
Used to be.
And there's a place down there where you'll see the smoke rising out of the fire. You make a right one right to that point. Wow, Quiznos subs. I thought they were all gone.
I used to do an open mic right there at the 13th Street Pub.
See, and Dave's truck was at the Shell station. There's a Walmart back behind the wall.
And the guy Evan, this bald-headed guy who played in Soul Psychedelic, that's the one who got me to come out here. And that was clear back years ago, right after Dad died. And I found out Evan, I'd known him for years, and I had no idea his father was this guy that I'd met and played at other open mics. He said, well, I didn't even know my father. Didn't find out he played guitar and was a local almost star. I think it's right.
Walmart, I just saw that. It said pickup, and I'm sure that's what it...
But he was like in his 30s before he ever met his father. He lived right here, but also his father was in and out of jail all the time because of speed. Been a speed addict ever since the mid-60s. I can't imagine, what was it like for people who were actually using Benzedrine over the counter in Halloween Day 1966? It's made illegal for them.
Yeah.
All of a sudden they can't get the drug they take. Guaranteed by our Constitution that you have the right to do what you want. But they made a rule that says you can't.
Yep. That's special.
Well, then you could go to a doctor, for example, if you had a problem with your blood pressure or whatever they give it to you for, or asthma or whatever. But all these other people were cut off.
Yep.
It might have been for people who had depression problems. Benzedrine helps them not feel depressed.
Yep.
And a nation that was a large number of people who were military became users because of the military.
Yep.
Again, as many as a third of the soldiers killed in World War II probably wouldn't have died except for the fact that all the soldiers were fucking given Benzedrine. And it's what caused a bunch of the suicidal behavior of World War II. Not just the Germans, it was everybody.
Kind of crowded here.
Yeah, it is. I need to find a pisser. I know restrooms. Yeah, right in there. Yep. Awesome. So it'd be just before we got